All right, everybody, welcome back to Bourbon Flights OKC. This is episode number 14. Eric, as always, with my co-host Jason. And today's a pretty awesome one. It's 1792, if you haven't figured out by looking at what we've got set up here. We've got the 12-year. We've got the bottled and bond, which is a barrel pick.
Correct.
And we have the full proof. Shout out to our friend Justin for hooking us up with the bottle and bond. We were over at his house last night, and we were like, oh, we should do a 1792 episode. And he goes, here, you can have it on the show. So we greatly appreciate that.
And we did save you some.
Yes, we have saved you some. He's coming over here later anyway. The 12-year you and I have had.
Yes.
The full proof we have not.
Yep.
We just literally just opened that just for this. So, and thank you for bringing that, by the way.
And that, again, was from our friend Nacho over at Camelot.
Okay, nice. And what about the 12-year? Where did
that was also from Nacho.
Nacho hooking it up.
So yeah,
Nice.
Taking care of us.
That's right. So as we'll always do, I'm just going to kind of run through the overview and then we'll get into it. So the 12-year from 1792, it's a straight bourbon from the Sazerac Company. It's distilled by the Barton 1792 distillery. The release date for this particular one was summer 2023. It's their annual release. The proof is 96.6. Age is 12 years. The mash bill is undisclosed. It is marketed as a high rye, believed to be 15 to 25% rye. MSRP in 2023 was $60. All right.
Yep.
Moving on, the bottled and bond. Again, it's all the same stuff. This was one batch, gets released each fall. The proof is 100. The age is NAS. And this is also marketed as a high rye, although the mash bill is undisclosed. MSRP for this one was $36, but that was back in 2018. And then the 1792 full proof, its release date, again, is in the summer. The proof is 125. The age is NAS, but it's at least 4 years per TTB regulations. The mash bill is undisclosed, and MSRP was $60 in 2023. Yeah.
See, that's why I like Nacho and Camelot, because I believe I paid $65 for each of those bottles. So it's right. And
yeah, and I don't know. We should have asked Justin how much he paid for the bottle and bond.
Yep.
I think he got an allocation sale, but I'm not.
Yeah, that's what he said. He got it at an allocation sale.
So, all right. We want to start with the 12-year, correct?
12-year, yeah. We're going to go by proof, as usual.
Yep. And we have had this before.
Yeah, and you can smell that spice on it.
Oh, yeah. Caramel spice, that's for sure.
Yeah, this
almost like caramel apple.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's a little sweet, but a little
I
sweet.
love caramel apples. Like growing up in Connecticut, we used to go down. We used to have a cider mill.
Oh, yeah.
If you're young, you probably don't know what a cider mill is, but I don't want to say it for the old people out there. But
what are you saying, man?
That's right. But we used to ride our bikes down to the cider mill, and they would have the caramel dipped apples. They had also the candied apples. They'd have apple fritters. I mean, so yeah, God, I love caramel apples. Yeah. I don't know, is that a thing around here?
Well, in Kansas, we used to live right by an apple orchard.
Oh, okay.
And the kids would go out and pick apples. They also had pumpkin and stuff, but they would make the donuts out of the apple cider donuts. Oh my God, those were so good.
Yeah. Oh man. All right, now you're making me hungry. All right, let's get into it.
It's not as spicy as it smells to me.
I don't know. I'm getting a lot of spice. A lot of spice on the just on the back end, on the finish.
Yeah.
The palate is pretty nice.
Yeah. Does it seem a little dry to you?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, definitely a little dry.
And I mean, not like dry enough that it's going to make it bad. It's just...
No. Definitely spicy. I don't think it's heat for this one. I think it's a lot of spice.
Yeah.
So they talk about the nose opening with the rich caramel apple, raspberry honey confectioner's sugar. You get the layer of oak and vanilla, which is classic. Mingling of expressive caramel, raspberry brightness, and a developing glazed donut underpinning creates an aroma that's extremely effective and hard to resist. So that's on the nose. On the palate, they're talking about caramel, milk chocolate, and I remember, this was the nougat discussion.
Oh, yes.
Milk chocolate, brown sugar, and nougat. We did that on the episode, right? We looked up what it was. Yeah, because we were both terribly wrong. And then the finish, you get the rye spice is the first to take hold for sure. I noticed that absolutely. A lot. Like that's the first thing you get. Accompanied by dry charred oak. Dry. Yeah. We're figuring it out, man.
I know. Look at us.
Look at us go. Mixed nuts, graham crackers, cocoa nibs. We also had to look up what cocoa nibs were.
Yeah.
I think this is a great bottle. I think for the proof, I feel like for the proof, some people might not like it because of how spicy it is.
Yeah.
And again, maybe mixing is it hot or is it spicy?
Yeah.
I don't think it's hot.
I don't think it's hot
it's very spicy, and I think maybe for some people at only 96.6 proof that it might deter some people.
Yeah. Yeah, but some people like that spice too, though.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I think that's a great bottle. Do we want to move on to the bottle and bond?
I think we do.
Okay.
At least I do.
I think we do. Yeah, we had this last night.
Yeah, this was a big surprise.
I think we both agreed, and I should probably wait to say this till later, but I'm going to say it now anyway. I think we both agreed that the bottle and bond we liked more.
Yes.
Than the 12-year.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. This one, it smells sweet.
Oh, it smells so good. So good.
Yeah. And you don't smell any spice or heat off of it.
God, that is such a good one.
I mean, first thing is you get that sweet.
Yep, you get that sweet little spice on the finish.
Yep.
Which is kind of nice because it's not just sweet.
Yeah.
It's sweet and then a little spicy at the end.
Yeah, as it moves to the back of your tongue.
So we're getting the rye spice, the vanilla, caramel on the nose.
You definitely taste the vanilla is pretty forward in this.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, like you can just, it almost smells like not vanilla extract, but you know what I mean? Like when you open up the vanilla extract and like you can
get a
smell
little nuts, yeah.
The palate, you have the rye spice mingles with caramel and vanilla. Rye spice and seasoned oak present themselves most prominently, overtaking the sweeter notes.
Yep.
It's not quite as chewy as compared to 1792 small batch, but it does have a nice mouthfeel overall.
What does that mean?
Chewy.
I don't like my bourbon chewy.
Yeah, I don't know. And then the finish, the sip ends nicely with the rye spice and seasoned oak. Hint of caramel sweetness as well, providing a sweeter note to contrast.
Yeah.
And I think this is a great bottle. I really like how you get the sweetness and then you get the spice, but the sweetness is still always there, but it's not too much. That is an awesome bottle.
Yeah, and the one thing that makes the drawback to this is it was a barrel pick too. So your standard bottle and bond is not going to taste like that. Yeah. So whoever picked that barrel, well done.
Good job.
Well done.
Does it say? Oh, I think it was the wine cabinet. I think I remember reading that last night. The wine barrel.
Oh, that's on Rockwell.
Yep.
Out near Deer Creek.
They're the ones that picked that. That's a great.
That's a great bottle.
Pick. I'd be interested to get a regular bottle and bond and see how that.
And I don't know if I've ever seen one on the shelves, a bottle and bond from 1792.
Yeah, I mean, I usually see the small batch 1792. I've seen the 12. I don't know if I've seen the full proof.
Yeah.
Speaking of the full proof, shall we?
Yes. Oh. Wow, smells sweet as well.
Yeah, I mean for 125 proof,
it doesn't smell hot.
No.
Wow, there's a lot going on there.
Yeah. Wow. That's awesome
Wow. Yeah,
we're not really. I like a little bit higher proof stuff than I would say you do.
Yeah,
you're not
generally,
which is fine. I mean, I would say I normally go for like something around 100 proof. This is awesome for 125.
Yeah, it's not as sweet as the bottled and bond, but you still get some sweet and some heat on the back end on the finish, or not heat, but spice on the back end.
Some red fruit on the front, on the nose.
That's good.
Oh man, that spice is nice.
That'd be good in the winter too. That
proof. Yep.
when it's cold.
And it's nice and thick.
What did you say? Gives your heart a little hug.
Gives your heart a little hug. That's right. Yep. So this one on the nose, they're talking about the caramel and the barrel char. Once you get past the aroma stinginess, I don't think it stings at all. I don't agree with that. Gentle sense of vanilla, cranberry, raspberry help round things out. The palate, like the nose, seasoned oak caramel barrel char. You're also getting interesting pecan dried dates in a minor mix of stone fruit.
Okay, so
I don't know if I've had a stone fruit.
Well, no, stone fruits are like I think that's when they talk about the peaches and stuff like that.
Oh, like
because
are you
pit,
sure?
I think
I'm gonna look.
I could be making this whole thing
I think
up.
You're lying.
Probably.
Stone
I can't
fruit.
be trusted.
Oh yeah, you're right. You are. It's a drupe. DRUPE. In botany, a drupe is a type of fruit in which the outer fleshy part surrounds a single shell of hardened endocarp with a seed inside. A drupe.
Yes.
There
I
you
would
go.
have never heard. I've never heard that.
I've never heard drupes. I've also never really heard stone fruit.
Oh, yeah.
And
that's your biology lesson today.
That's right. That's right.
Or botany, whatever.
We're helping the people here. For the people. And then the finish on this. The finish begins a gentle transition to light clove, dark chocolate, brown sugar.
The only time I get the clove is now that the spice has faded. I can kind of taste it on my tongue. Yeah. But it's not like, if you've ever had a dry socket from the dentist and they give you that clove oil, it's not like that. It just like barely a hint of it. But it's long after.
Cinnamon, too.
Yeah, and that spice lingers longer on that foolproof than it does
like
the.
It kind of just sits right on the back of your tongue.
Right on the
sides,
nice. On the right, and the back, and the sides.
It is nice.
But,
all right, awesome. Well,
I'm gonna say, the bottled and bond is still my favorite.
I would agree. Do you want to put this on the ice?
Yeah, let's try it on
Okay,
ice.
well, we're gonna take a break. We'll put this on the ice, and we'll be right back. All right, everybody, welcome back. We've put ice in the 3 1792s. I think these are 3 awesome bottles. Like I think I know which one wins for me, but they're all really close.
Yeah.
So why don't we'll go through in the same order. We'll do the 12-year first on ice. I don't know if I like that as much.
Yeah, it gets like an earthy
tones. Yeah,
almost like peaty,
and it smells almost like nothing.
Yeah. I would advise against putting ice on this one.
Yeah, it's like cinnamon earth.
Yes.
Cinnamony earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I wonder if they're all going to be like this. We'll see.
That's the foolproof.
Oh, yeah, we need to go bottle and bond first.
Yeah. You're ruining it.
This episode's ruined. Yeah, I don't like that as much either.
Yeah. I mean, it's sweeter. It takes some of the spice out of it, which kind of
it's kind of a bummer.
Yeah, it's like kind of a detraction.
Yeah. No, can't say it. I think these are all going to be better neat.
Yeah, I have that feeling too.
Woo. That might be more spicy on the ice. That foolproof. Wow.
Ooh. That's like hits you like sake a little bit.
Yeah. It's like a rye spice bomb. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
Woo. Man. I think these are all better neat.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's almost like someone was trying to make something sweet and accidentally dumped salt instead of sugar in there.
Yeah.
On the front end. It's a weird, when you water it down, it just has a weird taste to it.
Yeah. I don't like any of them on ice.
Yeah, I agree.
No, they're all I like them all neat.
Yeah.
Can't say I like them on ice. But I'm glad we got to try that last night too, and got to have it on. Because I mean, we had a lot of stuff over there. With Justin, and he's just getting into bourbon, so it's fun that he's watching the podcast and trying different things, and
he had a great suggestion too. And
he did.
We need to do that for season 2. We need to start that on season 2.
I agree. Which is coming. So, do we want to reveal?
Sure.
Okay. So, my man Jason over here has been working his butt off and is creating an awesome stand-up bar for season 2. It's going to have a stand-up bar. We're going to have shelves underneath it so we can pour while we talk. We're going to be able to have, I would say, at least 4 people around the bar.
Yeah.
So we're going to have guests on and stuff like that. I think like the first season, we wanted to do like almost a proof of concept, right? Like make sure that this is something we want to do, we want to keep doing. And it like, yeah, we don't have, millions of subscribers or, followers on TikTok and YouTube, but that's not really why we're doing this.
Right.
The relationships that we've made with people,
the
relationships we've made with local businesses like liquor stores and liquor store owners,
bars,
restaurants, like that's the benefit for us.
Yeah.
It's not so much like, oh, we need 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. We need 1,000 followers on TikTok so we can go do live videos and stuff. Like, yeah, I mean, it's going to come and that's going to be great and it will help. But I think season 1, I remember we talked about this for months before we even were like, okay, we're actually doing this. Are we doing this? Okay, we're doing it.
Yep.
And I remember like the first 2 episodes, you're like, what do I do with my hand? Not exactly, but it's like, Will Ferrell, where it's like, and same with me, like getting comfortable talking on camera and getting comfortable talking to people about like the podcast, even when we're off camera and stuff like that. So, I think season 2 is going to be awesome. We definitely want to go do some like on location stuff, do some promos. We'd love to go kind of do like if they do like a bottle release or like a allocation sale, like kind of show up there and like just have people on. And we have a lot of cool ideas, but I think the biggest one is the bar. And thank you for building that.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
It'll be fun, and it'll kind of take this to a whole new level. Don't worry, Loaf will still be a part of it. Right. That's the most important part, is having our friend Loaf. But yeah, so I don't know if you want to talk about the bar a little bit. I mean, you put a ton of work into it.
Nah, I mean, it's a bar.
Wow, really getting people excited for it.
Well, it started with, I should have drawn plans, and I knew better, and I started with, you said, hey, 6 feet wide.
Yep.
And okay, 6 feet wide. Here we go. So I made the base 6 feet wide, and then I put started measuring for overhang, and I was like, oh God. And so now we're at 8 feet.
Yeah, but I mean, that'll be good because like we can have a bunch of stuff up there. Like, we always talk about getting different not decorations, but props or whatever, and then, when we have more people on. Yeah,
there'll definitely be more room. And
you
don't have to see us slouching in the chairs. We can be standing up, moving around.
Yes, for sure. It'll be good. So that's what's to come in season number 2. We've got a couple more episodes, I think, in season 1. But yeah, I'm excited for the bar. I'm excited to kind of go out into the world, into the community, and do fun stuff. Like we definitely want to do an episode of Cachet, in the bourbon room, in the den, that sort of stuff. But yeah, we've got a lot of cool ideas. And really, I mean, there's an endless amount of material. So
right. And it's nice now because some of the relationships we build, we get a lot of great suggestions. From our other friend Justin as well. He's got quite an extensive
Justins.
Yeah, he's got quite an extensive bourbon, and he's opened us up to some other things like that's been pretty eye opening, and we got a wonderful education from them. And
his collection, oh my God,
it's amazing,
very impressive.
Yeah, what did I say? This is my Graceland.
Yes.
But he's a very gracious host too.
He is too.
We
His
really
wife
appreciate
is so
that.
sweet.
And his wife's wonderful.
They're great people to be around, and they're coming over today, so we're excited to see them.
Yeah.
All right. The hard part.
Let's instead of giving them numbers, let's rank them. Which one you think is the best to the worst? Not the worst, but
we should do that. But I also think we should give them numbers too, because what I want to do eventually, I'm going to go back through and watch. And like keep we have that bourbon book,
Right.
and like your scores and my scores, because we should have a tally of it, I think, but it's just going to take me taking some time to go back and pulling the numbers off the videos.
Yeah.
Because we probably should have been writing them down anyway, but we don't know what we're doing, so we didn't. So my favorite is the bottled and bond.
I agree with that.
I would say my next favorite is the full proof.
I'm same.
And then the 12-year.
Yeah, I would agree.
I would give all neat. Yes. I would give the bottled and bond a 9-1. And again, it's a private barrel selection too.
So it's
going to be I'd like to get a regular bottle of bottled and bond and see where I'm at. It's going to be a 9-1 for me. Full proof is going to be probably like like an 8-2, 8-3, and then the 12 years like pretty close to it, like an 8, I would say.
Yeah, and that's I would say 9, 8, and 8. Well, and maybe 7 3/4, 7.75.
7.75.
I like the full proof just a little better because there's so much more going on in there.
Oh
so much
man,
more
and it's not like, I love the fact that you and I think you feel the same way. We've gotten to the point where it's like this isn't hot. Like what we thought was heat before, it's just the spice.
Right, that rye spice.
And now it's not as, I don't know, potent, I guess, because we're getting used to it and we're learning what we like and what we don't like. Yeah. And it's so cool. Like, and I think this is one of the first times where we've really been like, wow, this isn't hot. It's just really spicy. And like, there's a lot going on in here. And I just think it's a cool bottle.
Yeah.
And to be able to have like, holy crap, like what we said, it's like a spice bomb, it's like, yeah, it's a good bottle.
Good bottle if you can pick one of those up.
If you can find them. Yeah.
But if you're lucky enough to have gotten one of those bottled and bond barrel picks, good on you.
Yeah, hopefully you didn't drink it all.
Yeah.
Let us know. We'll come drink it with you. We'll come over to your house and do an episode and we'll drink it with you. We also have, well, I guess we have some stuff to give away, but we'll do that in the next episode.
Yeah.
Tune in for the next episode because we have giveaways. First giveaway. See, right? Even in episode 1, we have stuff to give away. We're getting better at this.
Yeah.
We're figuring this out. I hope so. Yeah, we're figuring this out.
Tell us how bad we are in the comments below.
That's right. Tell us how wrong we are. That's right. Man, 22 minutes, dude. We're
getting it down.
We're getting
and that
down.
was another suggestion if we could kind of get it down.
Yeah,
but we felt a little rushed on one, but this one feels a lot better.
Yeah, 13 we rushed, but we had a lot going on that day, so I mean, I get it. And we still, sometimes like we always want to put out an episode, right? Like we don't want to make it where there's a week where we don't have anything for our listeners and our viewers. So I mean, yeah, we felt a little rushed on that one, but at least we got something out.
Yeah.
And man, that McKenna was awesome.
Yeah. That's a shocker.
Dude, did you see how much we drank of that last night?
No.
There's not a lot left. Same thing with the Evan Williams vintage. I brought that one over too.
Oh,
we
yeah.
drank a lot of that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good bottle too.
It is. And what's crazy, it's like over 8 years.
Yeah.
From when they put it in the barrel to bottling it, which for $37, I think I ranked it higher than Eagle Rare last night, didn't I?
I think you did.
I think I did. Anyway,
I think a lot of people agreed with you too.
Yeah, we're really going off on a tangent here. No, it's my fault. This is my mom's a chatty Cathy, and I tend to get that way as well. Any final thoughts, accolades, concerns, questions, comments?
No. Thanks again to Kmart Liquor, our friend Nacho, for getting us the 12-year and the full proof, and thank you to our friend Justin for getting us the bottled and bond.
Two. G. We won't give him. We'll because we have Justin W and Justin G. We can't give the full name, but at least we can differentiate between the two. All right. I love everything that 1792 does. I would like to try more of their products. Like, I think I might have to go pick up a small batch just to check it out. Because I've
something
seen
that's more readily available.
Yeah. All right. Is it time to end?
It is.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us on this bourbon journey through OKC. Remember, there's a world of bourbon out there waiting to be explored, one sip at a time. Until next time, keep your glasses full and your spirits high. Cheers.
Cheers.